As I continue to look at how Paul described his serving of the Lord, the first thing he said was he served the Lord in all humility, which I shared in my previous post. The second thing he said was he served the Lord with tears. How do you serve the Lord with tears? Well, when you look at Paul's example, you care about the things that Jesus cares about in his church. You feel the same way about things in the church that Jesus feels. Jesus wept when he saw how death influenced everyone around Lazarus. He wept over Jerusalem because they totally missed his visitation. Paul had tears because his people weren't believing in Jesus. He had tears that people were enemies of the cross of Jesus Christ. That's an example for us to follow Paul's example as he was following the example of Christ. And all that means is tell Jesus today that you will allow yourself to feel what he feels about how people are doing. Paul said to rejoice with those who rejoice and to weep with those who weep. What he meant was, if someone in your church just shared an amazing testimony of someone coming to Christ, rejoice with them. And if someone a minute later says, I love that story, but I have this friend or this loved one, and I've shared the gospel with them, and they refuse to believe, and so you weep with those who are weeping. Paul simply said that the way he served the Lord in the church was to the point of feeling what Jesus felt, including tears when people rejected Christ, were enemies of the cross. And Paul is setting an example for us to let ourselves be affected the same way with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength.